What's up, everybody? Your guy, the top is in the building. Yep. What's happening? We have bad news, man. So apparently, Nacada imesema influencers kidogo mcheze chini maze, mcheze chini kwa adverts za TI nini. Yeah, and personally, I've not taken that news in a good way, because like every other thing that involves the young people in this country, nobody sits down with young people to talk about it and find better ways to handle whatever it is that they want to handle. They sit down, they look at their interests, then they're like, good, let's pass it. Then bam, inapita, as we see it on the internet, like every other person. In case you're not understanding what is happening is this. So kitambo, influencer angekaa mazee asema mazee mimi wanakunywa kitu fulani hivi mazee nitakutulia nini, alafu kuna wengine walikuwa wanapika nazo, wanafanya content wakipika nazo, kuna wengine wanafanya whatever, you know. And then amidst it, nearly all the brands, the main alcoholic brands that I know, walikuwa na train wase influencers, una train unaambia ni aje, when you do your ad for alcohol, andikia wase hapo maze drink responsibly. Hata mimi nakumbuka tukipata Diageo training tulikuwa naambia vitu kama, even when you are emceeing events for alcohol, na mseme win mzinga, usipatie mse moja mzinga, ikuwe ni mbogi, unaambia ni aje, balansi na maji, unachukua mbogi kama mtu 7 nini. Then hata wase kwa teo naambiwanga, kama unafanya ad ya TI nini, what you do, una measure, you don't just assume nini. Yeah, there are normally rules around it, you know. Then also alcohol is only sold to 18 years and over nini. There's a lot of training that goes behind it. Shock on we influencers have been told, maze hakuna kushika TI, hakuna kumarket TI. Aya, same thing happened with betting. We just got up one day and we were told, hey, your influencers na betting, chorea, zae and everything. And since the time that betting, the ban was put on influencers, a lot of people, men, are in depression and stress and anxiety and whatever. Why? Because what is happening is, majority of influencers were depending on the betting companies for their livelihood. Unapigwa ka 30, ka 50, ka whatever, you make do. Because these other brands, they don't do advertising using influencers as much. They lose 3, 4, 5 influencers that watu wengine wametumia for over and over and over. Why? Because budgets are tight and also taxes are high. So most of them are like, hey, and then betting ndo kidogo walikuwa na mabudget heavy. Hivyo wakasema haya, TI pia kiasi, oh let's try nini, because now as time wasako na stress uki your life nini wasanaenda kwa TI. So wasa TI wakasema ni aje. So what you do, tuambia wase TI yetu ndio ni better. Why? Because the way it is triple distilled, it is twice distilled, whatever, it is smooth. Everybody has whatever. Yeah, it is affordable, easily accessible, alcohol content iko low, whatever it is that walikuwa na sell. Na influencers wamekuwa nafanya a couple of them nini. Na life ina move. Then today wasama ambia ni aje choreni TI. So now what's going to happen is this. Now we've just increased the pool of unemployed young people. Why? Because majority of the people influencing for these brands are young people. Majority of influencers are young people. Why? Because most of influencing is happening on the digital platform. It is something known as self-employment. There is no job in the country. Jobs ziko pale ziko kidogo. Hata wasenya wamegraduate nini hawana hizo majob. So the young people wamekam, sema dance nini, wamepata numbers online, akole, oh now let me leverage on this and make some money. Mse amefanya comedy nini, let me leverage. Mse amefanya video, funny video, whatever it is. Basi mwambiwa ni aje, wezi guza betting na wezi guza alcohol. So, welcome to the unemployment republic of Kenya. Yeah. So we have a lot of young people who are gonna get unemployed again. So wale walitandikwa na betting, nyi kaeni hapo kidogo mungoje. Then hao wengine wateisa pia nyi join the other bandwagon. Alright? And we're going to increase levels of crime because now people have to survive. We're going to increase levels of substance abuse because when stress and pressure and depression is falling, people will have to look for alternative ways. Purposes have been lost. Umsa alikuwa na create na ngoja hii payment by the end of the month. I take your school fees nini na vitu mingi, now it's no longer there. So that's what's going to happen. But nobody sat down and thought about that one. Then also, TV and radio and newspaper are still marketing. Who owns TV, radio, and newspaper? The old guys. There are no young people who own these things. young people like us, we own the smaller ones that are starting to come, but it's already a threat na tayari tunakanyaga kwa shingo. So saizi pale kwa Ogaobina show live hawezi ona TI, alafu pia betting pale nyuma alishaitoa, but I still have to keep my employees. Now you know what's gonna happen? I'll have to fire some of them. And when I fire some of them, what will happen? Their families and their friends and everything is gonna get affected. Why? So we can stay afloat and still pay salaries for the rest that are remaining. And then people now will start having double roles. Una shoot, lakini fanya pia sound na ufanye lights, so at least hii salary ya wase watatu ishikwe na msee mmoja. You see? But TV and newspaper and radio are still doing it. Voila. So the majority have suffered for the 3, 4, 5 others who are up there. Beautiful. Beautiful. I think wachata niwangalie kwa macho. It's beautiful. Yeah, you guys thought this through. It's very nice. And then also, what the influencers were doing, were telling people how to use these things, how to be responsible in betting, how to do whatever, of which now that is not going to be there, because you'll see an advert of an alcohol or a betting company on the TV, then just down there is written, T's and C's apply. Or it's written, not sold to people under 18 years. Remember to bet responsibly, but imeishia hapo. But there is no Ogaobina who this Gen Z knows, who will tell him, hey, my G maze, ukiekelea maze, ekelea responsible, usiekelee food do ya school fees, na usiekelee do ya food, na usiekelee do ya rent. Ama maze unataka kwenda kutei, maze usikunywe hii, kama haina hii nini branding ya kebs, inamaanisha hii tei si legit maze. So usipige hii, piga hii, lakini ukipiga hii, balance na maji, alafu don't drink and drive. Maze ukipiga tei, tafuta morio wako akubebe na nini hivi, maze usipande juu ya senke kama zimekunais. Now there is no familiar face, because influencers cannot be used. So what will they do? They will use influencers from South Africa, Tanzania, Uganda, wherever, China, even AI. What does that do? It increases the rate of unemployment. So sad. Yeah. I'm venting out of my son is shanghaiing. What's wrong with this guy? The father is about to be jobless, man. Hey, my son is like, hey, this guy kidogo mami mechemuka huku. Yeah, exactly. So basically, Nacada, BCLB, and any other system of the government that is thinking of doing something to block the young people from doing whatever they are doing, consult with the stakeholders. Talk to TikTokers, talk to YouTubers, Instagrammers, everybody, OnlyFans, wherever. Actually, by the way, unapata inaenda hivi wase wanakosa majob, then bado munagomanisha alishaka nini akijaribu kuwasuluko kwingine. Haya. So sad.